He's the one who kind of got it. There's Rhonda, pool, puppy. Let's go back to the saucer.
I don't know if I'm tall enough.
You want to lower it?
I need a chair.
I got another spotting scope somewhere here if somebody wants to look through that too. There's two side by side. This is slightly different.
There's another one. Oh, look. One, two. There's another
Wait,
one.
where?
Chimney. There's another one, too.
Where?
There's
Oh, look at that.
There's another one.
No, we're just excited. We're not.
They keep coming.
Wait, I see. Whoa, look at them all.
I got that one on video.
There's just 4 of them. Look at there's 3 of them all together.
I got the third one popping in.
Lower to your left. There's one behind the chimney. Okay, one just flared up.
I got 4 of them. Major sighting here.
No, there's 5.
Oh!
Another one just showed up.
They're multiplying.
Whoa!
Maybe somebody's setting up lights.
Did you see that?
No, those are in the sky.
There's one underneath the house, too.
There's one behind the chimney. We
Come
need to go to Pecos.
I can't see how this works. How does this work?
Holy
Oh, you got it too
shit.
hot.
Have you seen that before?
No.
That's weird.
They're lined up in a pattern, man. There's geometry behind this.
I can't even get this. I've never seen it. Look at that.
Man, this is
What is this? What is
Let's
this?
see. Oh, there's 3 of them all lined up.
No,
4,
there's
Bill.
one
Bill,
over
Bill,
here.
over here
Come
there's
over
4.
Come look.
Yeah, I see.
Over the top right now. I don't know, but I got it on tape.
They just appeared. They didn't even fly in.
Okay, I got them in the scope.
What does it look like, Bill?
They just appeared. What do they look like in their camera?
They look like,
It looks like there's 3 of them in a line.
What do they look like? Is it like this sphere before?
yeah, they're spears now.
Are they complete circles or cut
Yeah,
off?
they just transformed into circles right now, right as you were talking. Now they're not spears.
Well, see, the way we saw them.
Hey, Stephen Greer missed out, didn't he, Bill?
Have you guys seen this before?
Nope. This isn't first for me.
Anything like it?
I have similar video of this from other people.
See, that one's
You
drifting.
just see little orange things. The way we were seeing them, when you see them big,
See a gyro.
they're big and they're moving and they have an eye to them.
Do you see an eye? Like a bullseye?
No.
Did you show them the tape already? Did you see the other tape? Yeah. You see the eye that was kind of...
This just looks like
Out of focus here.
I don't know if that's a video or
We got major hockey puck activity.
What's that mean?
Hey, why don't you have a video tape? Because
I don't have a tape in it.
I think the one on the left may split in half. It's
See, it's drifting down.
It seemed like the one on the right split there for a minute.
how many is there? I got 4.
If you saw 2, then they just started going.
The other one faded away.
The other one went behind.
Behind a tree.
4 appeared so fast.
I got 3 lined up.
What kind of mountain?
Oh no, I forgot to hit the record button.
There's only 3 and they're going down now.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but we need the video camera to get like you have last night. Hurry.
Anybody got a still camera, 35 millimeter? Hey, look, the one in the middle's doing something. It's going out of alignment.
Yeah, it's going out of alignment.
It's dropping.
It seems to be changing.
The one on the left, did it drop off?
No, the one in the middle is dropping slightly, and it's the one on the right's blinking. No, that's because it's going behind a tree now. They're definitely moving.
There's 2 of them. Figure this one out. There's a double. There's a third one. Hey, Sue! Take a look at this.
Oh my God!
I hit bait urge. Finally.
Where is the binocular?
I don't know.
That's it right there. Oh.
You see it? See it? Eye in the middle and it moves. The eye in the middle, and if you don't zoom in and out, look at it, it moves in and out.
Okay, who do we call? Should we call the Air Force?
There they are. There's the multiple. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. I'm running out of tape. At about 8:28 that evening, I was outside with my video camera and happened to look up, right about up in there, and saw a formation of lights moving from north to south. The V formation that flew over consisted of between 5 and 6 amber lights only. Over a period of somewhere between 15 to 20 seconds, there was an apparent change in the position of some of the lights within the formation. The perceived altitude would have been 10 to 15,000 feet, and that would have probably been somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 to 400 knots, given the distance that they traveled. But it was totally silent, completely and totally silent.
The right arm of the object went directly over this house, over the property, and the left arm of that was probably about 2.5 blocks over in that direction. So when it came over, it pretty much dominated this whole quarter of this little valley up here.
You could see that between the lights on each arm was solid. There was no stars. You could not see any stars between each light.
When it came over, it wasn't moving or wavering back and forth. It wasn't floating or jumping. It almost was like a computer simulation of some kind. It was so straight.
There were huge orbs of light, and my impression was that this object was very close, that it was going to land or crash on the street. And that's what really got our attention. And then it went straight up and over us where it was formed a V formation.
It was close enough to feel that it could set down over top of the mall and cover it. It was that big.
Some witnesses will even tell you they ducked when they first saw it because they thought it was going to hit them. That's how low it was. No noise whatsoever and very huge. I got to see the total side view of it, where I got to say that this thing's close to a mile long.
I do not know what that was. It was not consistent with any aircraft that I know of, the way it was.
Just 90 minutes after the light formation abruptly disappeared, Terry's camera captured a second pattern of strange lights hanging in the dark skies over Phoenix. The major significance of this 10 p.m. event is that these lights visible throughout the Phoenix area were recorded on videotape by at least 4 witnesses. And none of these photographers will ever forget that moment when their world turned upside down.
It was around 9:55, 10 o'clock. I went out to turn off our watering system, and as I walked out the back porch, the city lights are underneath, and there are these 9 lights suspended in the sky. The size was enormous in comparison to the city lights, and I think that's what struck me at first when I walked out there. It was hung suspended in the sky. It was so enormous. They appeared to be at least a mile wide, probably more.
I just got done watching television about 10 o'clock and went out on my patio, and our home faces southwest across the city of Phoenix. And I noticed a bright orange amber type light up on one of the peaks on there. So I'm going to take a picture of that thing and see what it looks like.
Figure this one out. There's a double.
As I was videotaping it, all of a sudden, lower and to the right of it, an entire display of lights started to come on in the sequence. And they formed an arc, gently falling arc. Extremely bright. They were brighter than any lights that I could see in the city in the foreground. And knowing that the mountain range, the distance, I estimate the lights to be anywhere from 20 to 25 miles away from my point of filming.
We've seen lights over the years on the mountain, never in this type of configuration. They were similar in color, they were similar in size and shape as to what we saw that night. Across town, Steve Blonder was actually waiting for the lights to appear that Thursday night. Steve was certain he would see something, as during each of the previous 4 nights he had witnessed a similar phenomenon in the sky.
Individual orange, amber type lights every single night around 10 after 9, right under the star of Sirius, below and to the left of Orion's belt. My wife was an astronomy student, so we were noting that.
Convinced the mysterious lights would reappear, Steve enlisted the help of 2 local UFO investigators. Bill Hamilton and Tom King jumped at the chance to document an actual sighting in progress.
When we got up here on the balcony, we were asking Steve where he was seeing these orange lights from. And he pointed in the southeast, in the southwest, over to the west. And just as he was pointing this out and some other people were pointing out where they had seen the lights, somebody shouted.
Where? Oh, look at that. There's another one.
I had no idea what it was.
This isn't first for me. They're lined up in a pattern, man. There's geometry behind this.
They appeared to be so low that these palm trees behind us would eventually be getting in the shots and obscuring the object. So I jumped up here and I hit record again to start recording. Later I thought, is this one object we're looking at, or is this a series of objects looking possibly like one? I don't know.
Third one popped. Major sighting here.
We couldn't believe it. You know, it was all of a sudden after 4 nights of seeing, individual lights flying all over the sky, to see these lighting up in a formation, we were overwhelmed, to say the least.
While Steve Blonder viewed the phenomenon from the balcony of his home, 30 miles to the northwest, truck driver Bill Greiner was checking out a different kind of air show from a road on the outskirts of Luke Air Force Base. Greiner's eyewitness account suggests that the military was well aware of the unidentified lights in the sky.
I watched 2 jets come out of Luke, and they come out real quick. They had their afterburners on. They had huge flames coming off of them. And then as soon as those 2 were airborne, another one come out, a third one come out from behind it. And as soon as they were airborne, all 3 jets made an abrupt turn and headed for the closest object to the base, which was in the southwest. And as soon as the jets got to the object, it shot straight up and disappeared right in front of me.